cars everywhere. Wow. In this video, guys, I'm gonna get right to the point. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions potentially with a done-for-you digital business in a box. Okay. So who is this business for? This business is for anyone who's dealing with financial stress. If you're dealing with financial stress and you want to learn how to make some more income, then this business is for you. Business is for people that are sick and tired of being overworked and underpaid. Okay. Like, do you guys know, like, I do research about this stuff all the time because I'm in the make money online industry. I'm in the wealth industry, right? Now there's three major industries. Like, if you want to do business, there's three major industries. Okay. There's the health industry, there's the wealth industry, and there's the relationship industry. Okay. These are the three biggest industries. Why are they the biggest industries? Because these are the three biggest problems that people have, right? They're the three biggest problems. That's why they're the most important industries. It's not a coincidence, guys. So this is the wealth industry. I'm part of the wealth industry because I like it. I prefer that because my biggest problem in life, which is why I started my business, was financial stress. That was my biggest problem in life, right? That's why I started this business, because I wanted to get out of financial stress. I was sick of like being overworked and underpaid. I was sick of, having to look at my bank account before I bought things. Do you ever have to look at your bank account, guys, before you buy things, before you plan your weekends or you plan your life? Do you ever have to look at your bank account before you buy things? That's one of the reasons I started this business, because I was sick of having to do that. Okay. So this business is for people that they just want to weigh out. They want to get out of the job life. Okay. Because job life is just strife. 60% of people, like minimum, guys, 60% of people are living paycheck to paycheck. 80% of people don't like their jobs. The job system doesn't work. Okay. It just doesn't work. It doesn't create freedom for people. Okay. It just doesn't. It doesn't work. Now, are there some exceptions to the rule? Yeah, there's some exceptions. But in general, people are overworked, they're underpaid, and like millions of people every single year are getting fired or laid off, right? Either you've been fired or laid off, or you know somebody who's been fired or laid off, right? You probably know somebody who's been fired or laid off, or you've been fired or laid off, because millions of people are getting fired and laid off every year, guys. So job security, it's an illusion. Okay. It's an illusion, right? The only people that have job security are like people that have tenure. They're like professors and they have like tenure or something like that. Most people don't have job security. It's an illusion. Because your company can fire you anytime. They can fire you, they can cut your pay, they can reduce your hours. So what to do? Focus on the problem? No, don't focus on the problem. Focus on the solution. The solution is digital marketing, guys. This is the solution. Launching your own business, okay? Which a lot of people are afraid to do. Only like 6 to 10% of people even attempt to become entrepreneurs, guys. So just by attempting to be an entrepreneur, you're part of the minority. See, I'm part of the minority in so many ways, actually. I'm very rare because I was a Marine, okay? So like, do you know how many people become Marines? 0.04% of the people in the world become Marines. And I was a monk. You know how many people become monks? Probably even less. So I was a monk and a Marine, and I'm an entrepreneur. So I'm like, there's like a handful of people in the world that have done that. Like I'd be surprised if there's like 10 people that have done that. I'd be surprised. So I'm already part of the minority, guys. But now I want to become a millionaire. Because if I can become a millionaire, that's crazy. Monk, millionaire, and Marine, I'd pretty much be the only one. All right. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com, guys. Check it out. Business in a box, right? You can make $600, $900, and $1,400 commissions. Why? So you can live a life of freedom. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. We just want freedom. We don't want to work. Who wants to work? Nobody wants to work. If you had a choice between working and not working, you would probably choose not working, right? If you had a choice of being broke or being rich, you'd probably choose being rich, unless you're crazy. It'd be crazy, guys, not to want to be wealthy. It's like literally you'd have to be insane, right? There. You literally have to be insane, guys, not to be wealthy, not to want to be wealthy. Because the more money you have, the more fun stuff you can do. Simple as that. The more you can do in general. Okay. So many people are limited by what they can do because of the number in their bank account. Myself included, guys. Myself included. I wish I was in Hawaii right now. I wish I could just go to Hawaii. I wish I could just like go to every single concert that I want to go to, because that's what I like. I like to go to concerts, and I like to go to tropical places, and I like to go to live events and stuff, like business things. I like to do that. That's what I like to do. So I'm limited right now to what I can do because of my bank account. which is why I started my business. Okay, more than anything else, I don't want limits. I don't want limits on my life. I don't want to be restricted in any way. That's why I started my business. I'm a freedom lover. I'm a total freedom lover. I love freedom more than anything. Okay, that's why I can't do jobs. I can't do jobs because jobs are not freedom. Jobs are just like, by definition, jobs are not freedom. You're dependent on other people for your income. Okay, other people are bossing you around. They're telling you to shave. They're telling you how to dress. That's that's not freedom, guys. That's legalized slavery. That's what jobs are. Like it or not. Like it or not. I don't want someone telling me to shave. I'm 44 years old. Tell me to shave? What? Get out of here. I don't think I could physically even do a job at this point, guys. Like, I just don't think I could do it. Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Like, I work, but I work online. So like, I don't answer to a boss. Like, I don't have like a traditional job where I'm answering to a boss. Like, I haven't done that in years. I don't think I could even do it. Like, I honestly don't think I could do it. Because as soon as someone like started bossing me around, I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out. Bye. Like, I don't think I could do it. Okay. So with this business, guys, all you need is Wi-Fi. You just need your phone. You just need 2 hours a day. And all you got to do is get started. See, only 6 to 10% of people will even attempt to do this stuff, guys. Only 6 to 10% of people will even attempt to become an entrepreneur. 90% of people will never, not even try this. So sometimes people ask me, like, why don't more people do this? If you can make $600, $900, and $1,400 in a day, why don't more people do this? Because they don't have what it takes. They're afraid. 90% of people will never even attempt to start a business, guys. 90%. Because they're afraid. They're afraid of failure. They're afraid of being seen. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of criticism. That's why. This is not for everybody, guys. Like, being an entrepreneur is not for everybody, because there's going to be ups and downs. You're not going to get sales every day. There's going to be times you don't get sales. There's going to be times you're questioning yourself. There's going to be painful times. You might cry. You might be, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs, guys. And people can't handle that. They want something that's safe. They want a safe job, but jobs aren't safe. Jobs aren't safe because millions of people are getting fired every year. They're getting laid off, guys. Amazon just let go 10,000 people before Christmas. Now, if Amazon, one of the biggest companies in the world, has no problem letting go 10,000 people before Christmas, why do you think your job is safe? Why do you think it's safe, guys? That's kind of crazy to think that. It's kind of naive. Right? Let's go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Business in a box. Check it out, guys. If you're new here, my name's Dan. I'm from Michigan. I used to be a monk. I used to be a Marine too. I still am. Once you're a Marine, always a Marine. Semper Fi, baby. Semper Fi. But I wasn't a Marine for long, long story, but I wasn't. But I'm a Marine. I didn't even realize I was a veteran until recently. I started thinking about just being a Marine for some reason. And I didn't think I was a veteran because I didn't finish my full enlistment. I didn't finish the 4 years, but then technically I'm a veteran. But I think the real heroes are the one that actually die on the battlefield and stuff like that and actually go to war. I think those are the real veterans, but technically I'm a veteran. So respect me. No, just kidding. No, just kidding, guys. But if I had a choice of being a Marine or a monk, I would choose monk because I would rather spread peace and love than kill people. Right? That's just me. When I was a monk, I was a Hare Krishna. I was just dancing around the world and playing music. That was fun. That's what I would do if I had a choice. Now I have respect for veterans and people in the military and stuff. They're protectors, right? But I would still choose monk over Marine. That's what I would choose because I've done both. And the monk lifestyle was more fun. I was just dancing around. I was a Hare Krishna. I was playing music and I was singing. I was dancing. That's all I was doing. And I was eating really good food. That's all I was doing. But then I was like, I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. Not because I didn't like it, but I didn't really like the leadership because I'm a leader. So like if someone's leadership isn't very good and I don't like it, I'm just like, yeah, I don't really like your leadership, So we didn't really see eye to eye. Okay. So that was part of the reason I left. Maybe if the leadership was better, or maybe if I was the leader, then maybe I would have stayed, but I decided to go. But I'm fine with that. I'm cool with that because I kind of like my life now. So it's cool. But anyways, I lived a different life, guys. There's nobody we all live different lives. We all have our own story. Anyways, it's not about me. It's about you. It's about making money online, guys. It's about $600, $900, and $1,400 days. Okay, just go here. I'm not saying you're going to make money every single day, guys, but even if you had a few $1,400 days a month, that's life-changing income, right? Life-changing income. Okay. See, all you need is let's say even you got 2 sales, guys. This is high ticket marketing. Okay. You just got to get 2 sales a month. That's $2,800 extra a month, guys. Just 2 sales, $2,800 a month. Now, some people get that in a day. I've seen people have $5,000 days, $10,000 days. So why not try it? Like, why not try it, guys? Like, what's the worst that can happen? You spend a little money. It's a one-time investment. You're going to spend that money anyways. Whatever money you would spend on this business, you're going to spend that money anyways. Okay. It's going to be spent. So why not just try it? Because the worst thing that can happen is you spend a little money and you learn something new. That's the worst thing that's going to possibly happen. Okay. Oh my God. What's the best thing that could happen? Well, you could go on making thousands, if not millions of dollars, and you can live a life of total freedom. So, what do you want to focus on? Do you want to focus on the worst or do you want to focus on the best? Focus on the best, guys. You got to flip. Like, see, if you're like, you got to focus on what you want. It's called future casting. Like, focus on where you want to go. Like, if you're not where you want to be right now, don't focus on that. You got to practice future casting. Like, focus on where you want to go. It's called manifestation. Okay. You got to have a vision of where you want to go. And then you got to believe that you're manifesting it. You got to believe, like, as soon as you have the vision in your mind, you got to believe that you're manifesting it. It's happening. Like, it's happening. You got to believe that. Because if you start doubting, see, when you start believing, when you become a believer, Imagine Dragons, believer. When you become a believer, then what happens is the universe is like, oh, this person's a believer. And then your stuff is coming. All the stuff you want, everything you want is coming. But when you start doubting, then you start repelling the abundance. It's that simple, guys. Manifestation is that simple. Okay. So you got to cultivate that belief. You got to cultivate that faith. Because once you start doubting, like maybe imagine like maybe you're imagining like yourself living in a beach house with like a Corvette or a Porsche or something, and you believe it. Yeah, I'm manifesting this. Okay, so if you really believe it, then it's coming. But as soon as you're like, I don't know, I don't think it's gonna happen. Like, I don't know, I don't believe. Then you're repelling. Okay, so you got to believe. You got to cultivate that faith. But it's normal to have doubts, especially if you haven't practiced manifestation a lot. It's normal to have doubts. I have doubts. It happens. I'm human. We're human. We have doubts. It's normal. But that's why you just got to cultivate that faith. You got to cultivate that belief. And once your belief becomes unstoppable, that's when you can like manifest anything. You're just like Porsche, yep. Beach house, yep. Millions of dollars, yep. I know people that are doing that, guys. Like I know people that are literally manifesting all kinds of stuff, right? Like just go here at sevenfiguremonk.com. Learn how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 over and over again. Okay, so we have like 6 and 7 figure mentors inside of our community, and some of these people, like my friend and mentor Michelle, she's doing a workshop today. She's teaching us all this really amazing stuff. She's made $10 million, guys, in 3 years. So she's just manifesting left and right. She's just like beach house. She's like lake house. Yep. Porsche. Yep. Got it. She does. She has a Porsche. I've been to her house. Lake house. Yep. House in like a place in Dallas. Got it. Season tickets to Dallas Cowboys because she loves the Cowboys. Yep. Now she's going to make so much money. I've seen her make $10 million in 3 years. She's going to probably go on to make 50 million or $100 million. See, the thing about money, guys, once you start making it, then it's easier to make it, right? It's that first 6 figures that's the hardest. She always says that too. It's that first 6 figures that's the hardest, right? But once you start making money, it's easy to make money, right? That's the thing about money, right? So you got to start your journey. Just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Okay. Business in a box. If you click on my picture here, it'll take you to the link in my bio, right? And you'll see the same link. This is 7 Figure Monk. This is like, just put a .com here, same thing. The 7 Figure Monk with the 7, number 7. Just check out the information. Okay. You can get started. You can get started today if you want. One-time investment, guys, 0 monthly fees. And there's also installment plans. Like if you need help with an installment plan, you can just reply to my emails. Just go in, watch the videos, check out the information. And if you like it, just get started. Then you can join our community. You can hang out with me and Michelle and everybody. I've been doing this business for over a year, guys. It's legit. It's legitimate business. It's been around for over a year. And we've made like millions of dollars with this business, paid out to the community. Like when we launched this business last year in 2024 in April, like we had a $900 product. And we did $29 million in sales in 10 months, paid out to the community. Okay. Because every time somebody gets a sale, like me or somebody else, it goes to the community fund. Okay. The community total. So we did $29 million in sales in 10 months. Okay. And then we just recently, like a month ago, we launched a $1,400 product. So now you can earn $1,400 commissions in English and in Spanish, guys. You can get you can get customers in English and Spanish. It's a global business, actually. This is not MLM. It's not affiliate marketing. And we deal with digital products. So when you're dealing with digital products, you basically have global reach. Okay. So you can get customers from any part of the world speaking in English or in Spanish, and you get to keep 100% of your profit. This is not multi-level marketing. Okay. I've done that before. This is not affiliate marketing. So that means you're not splitting your commissions with other people. right? Like if you're doing affiliate marketing, you sell something, you get a little piece, and the rest of it goes to the company. That's why companies have affiliates, because they have people out there working for them. They earn passive income on you, right? All these affiliate companies, they're earning passive income from you. Okay. Same thing with multi-level marketing. So you get a sale if you're doing multi-level marketing, network marketing. Every time you get a sale, a percentage of that goes to the upline and a percentage of that goes to the company. Okay. But here we earn 100% profit. The difference is called master resale rights. Okay. That's when you purchase a digital product and then you have the resale rights to that product, and then you can resell it like it's your own, and you keep all the profits. So it's very beginner friendly. Like if you've never done a business before, if you've never done sales and marketing before, this is the best place to start. It's the best place to start because you don't want to split your profits with anybody else, guys. Like affiliate marketing, it's a pyramid scheme. Multi-level marketing, it's a pyramid, not like a scheme. It's not like illegal, but it's like a pyramid structure. Okay. Same thing with your job. Your job's also a pyramid, guys, right? The person who the person who owns the job, the business, they make all the money, and then everybody else makes less and less and less. Just like, Jeff Bezos and Amazon, he makes like $150 million a day. It's crazy. So he's at the top, okay, because he created Amazon. And then like everybody else is at the bottom. Like the person that delivers the packages, I don't know, the least paying job in Amazon, they're at the bottom. And then and then Jeff Bezos is at the top. That's how every business works. So if you're working for somebody, who makes the most money? It's not you, it's the employer, it's the business owner, it's the entrepreneur. Okay, they're making bank. So if you want to make bank, you got to become the business owner. You got to become the employer. I mean, the business owner, the entrepreneur. You're not going to have them. I mean, you could have them. You could have employees for this business. I could hire a bunch of people. I could hire VAs that can create content for me. Maybe I will eventually. I mean, people do that. Like eventually, guys, that's the next level. The next level is like you have a business established like this, and then you hire people that run your business for you while you're just chilling, drinking pina coladas, freaking in Bali or Hawaii or something. I mean, that's what they do, guys. Like you could do that with this business too. I could hire a bunch of VAs. I could hire some virtual assistants from like all over the world, and they could run my whole business for me. You just got to make sure you choose the right employees, right? Because they can try to steal from you and stuff. That's just what happens. That's the nature of business. You gotta pick the right people. But I can, even for this business, guys, which I probably will do eventually, I'll just have people like managing all my stuff. They'll be doing my emails, they'll be doing my videos. Like I'll give them videos. I'll be like, edit this, and they'll be like, okay. So you guys, there's different levels to the game. That's my point. But you got to get in the game. You got to start. You got to start your entrepreneurial journey. You're going to learn how to be an entrepreneur just by getting started, guys. You're already in the top 10% of people on the planet. 9 out of 10 people will never even get started. 9 out of 10 people will never even start a business because most likely they're afraid. They're afraid. They're afraid for many reasons. They could be afraid of success. They could be afraid of failure. They can be afraid of criticism, but they're afraid. They're afraid to try new things. It's fear. You got to get past your fears, guys. Otherwise, because if you don't get past your fears, you're not going to live. You're not going to live. You're not going to live your best life. You're not. You're just going to die with regret. You're going to die unfulfilled. That's what you should be afraid of, guys. You shouldn't be afraid of like investing one time in a business because you're going to spend this money anyways. I don't care. Like it's 100, like, because there's different options. You could start for like 100. You can become an entrepreneur for $100, have your own business, and then you're already in the top 6 to 10% of the world. Okay, which is pretty cool. You can start for 100, which is anybody, like you're going to spend $100 this week, probably this weekend. You'll spend $100, and the top investment is 1,400. You're going to spend that money too. You might spend that in a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever. You're going to spend that money. So either way, the money's going to get spent. So money's not the thing. It's not the money, guys. Everybody has the money. It's not the money. That's just an excuse. Okay. It's not the time. Some people are like, I don't have time. We teach you a 2-hour workday, guys. Like you can build this business 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there around your schedule. All you got to do is post content. That's all we do. You set up your business, you start posting content on social media, just like me, guys. All I do every day, I post content, I go live. That's it. Okay. That's all you got to do. Talking videos, 7-second videos with words on the screen. You can take selfies. Okay. That's all you need is your phone. Where's my other phone? I got like 4 phones, by the way. I got like 4 phones. Okay. So all I do, guys, is just like I talk on my phone. I make little selfies. I make little 7-second videos. That's the physical work that you're doing. This is the physical work, guys. You're just talking, making videos, and you're like copying and pasting things. That's literally the physical work that you have to do. It's more mental. This is a mental thing, guys. Okay. It's a mental thing. It's like showing up even when you don't feel like it. That's a mental thing. Being consistent when you don't feel like it, it's a mental thing. The physical work is super easy, guys. This isn't like construction. You're just copy paste, talk, copy paste, talk, selfies. Like I can create a little selfie and just put words on the screen about my business. That's it. I create little 7-second videos, put words on the screen. And we teach you how to use AI, guys. Like we give you all these AI prompts. So we teach you how to use AI. So AI can be like your assistant. It can help you like create like scripts. If you want to read from a script, you can do that. If you just want to have some words that you copy and paste, you can do that. Or you can just do everything yourself. You can do like I know people like this one guy in our community, his name is Daryl, and he's made like multiple six figures. He went from homeless to multiple six figures with this business, guys. And he doesn't really use ChatGPT. He doesn't he does everything from it. He just thinks about stuff. He comes up with like all his own ideas. But you can use ChatGPT to help you create ideas too. And we teach you how to do that. We teach you all these different prompts that you can use, you know, to help you. Like I could just be like, hey, ChatGPT, I want to create a video for TikTok for my business. And you can tell ChatGPT like exactly what you're doing. Like ChatGPT, I'm doing this business. This is what I'm doing. Like, how would you do this business, ChatGPT? You're AI, you're super smart. Like, how would you do this business? ChatGPT would be like, yeah, this is what I would do. Right. And then you can be like, okay, I want to create like a little video for TikTok for my business so I can attract customers. Can you help me like create a hook? Right? Can you create a hook? Can you create a little script? Like, what should I say? Okay. And then ChatGPT will tell you exactly what to say. And then you can even read, and then you can copy that and put it into a teleprompter and you can read from a script. You can do it like that. Or you can just, speak from your heart. Speak from your heart. Plus you can use like ChatGPT from some ideas just to give you some ideas and then just speak from your heart, which is like what a lot of people recommend, you know, speak from your heart. See, that's all you got to do, guys. You just got to share your story. Like I tell people all the time, ex-Marine, ex-monk, my company cut my pay. I was an online teacher. My company cut my pay in COVID. That's why I started this business. That's my story. So your story is like the same, like whatever your story is, guys. You just talk about your story. Like why did you why would like imagine like you started this business. Like why what would be your reason for starting this business? That's your story. Maybe you're sick of your job. Maybe you're sick of your job. You hate your job and you wanted a way out. That you tell people that. That's real. That's my story too. Like I'm sick of working for people. I don't like to work for people. I don't want to be like financially dependent on people. Because if you have a job, you're dependent on somebody else for your income, right? If you're not an entrepreneur, if you're not creating your own income, then you're dependent on somebody else for your income. You're financially dependent, right? You're not independent. Okay. So I wanted financial independence. Originally when I was a monk, see when you're a monk, you're dependent on like when I was a monk for 10 years, okay, I was dependent on the temple. Like the temple maintained me. They fed me, they gave me clothes. And then who maintained the temple? Like people would give donations. That's just like the monk way. You depend on temples and you depend on donations to live. So I was completely dependent. And then I was like, after a while, I was like, I just want to be more independent. Like I want to create my own income. So that was my number. Like so I left the monk life because I wanted to make my own income and not to be dependent on people anymore. Right. So that's when I got back and that's when I got a job and I was doing online teaching. And then in COVID, they cut our pay in half. And then I realized, man, I'm still dependent on people for money. So I got to figure out how to become financially independent. And that's when long story short, that's when I discovered this business. And I've made multiple 5 figures so far, despite making so many mistakes. I made so many mistakes, but I've still made multiple 5 figures, guys, so far, thousands of dollars after trying so many other things. Like I tried many other side hustles, but none of them worked for me. They never worked for me. Okay. This is the only thing that worked for me. Right. This is why I promote this. This is why I'm so like enthusiastic about promoting this, because I know if it can work for me, someone who failed at everything, like when it comes to like side hustles, I failed at every freaking side hustle I tried. And I tried a lot, guys. I tried side hustles for years. And I'm talking like I failed. Like I didn't make, like I got a couple sales here and there and stuff, but I spent more money than I made. Okay. Like total failure. Right. But not until I started this business did I actually start making profit. I made thousands and thousands of dollars so far. But I'm only one person. We've created over 126 figure income earners inside of our community. 120, guys. That's a lot. That's a lot. And there will be more. And you can be one of them. You can be one of them. Okay. So just go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Sevenfiguremonk.com. There's a link in the bio. If you click on my picture, you'll see there's a link in the bio, guys. Just put your email in. If you have any questions, check out the information. There's videos, there's a website, everything you need, like all the information's there. If you see an opportunity, just get started. You just got to set up your business, and then you got to start posting content on social media. Now, you can start a brand new account too. You can start, like, that's what I did. I started brand new TikTok accounts, business accounts. Okay. You can set up your account in like what, 20 minutes, maybe max. You set up a brand new account, you start posting content. And TikTok is just going to push your account out to people. That's what TikTok does. That's what every social media platform does. You create some content, okay, and then TikTok pushes your content out to people. So you don't need a following. You don't need a following. You create your following from scratch, right? You can create your following pretty fast too. Like I've grown numerous TikTok accounts to over 1,000 followers. Numerous TikTok accounts. I just experimented. I opened like 5 different like TikTok accounts, and I grew them all to over 1,000 followers. Right now, a couple of them are new that I started, so they have less than 1,000, and a couple got shut down because I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't really read the terms and conditions and stuff, so a couple got shut down. But I've grown multiple accounts to over 1,000 followers. So you don't need a following. You don't need tech skills. You just got to get started. You can use your own, like maybe you have a social media account. You can use that one right now if you don't mind. But if you don't want to use the account you're using right now, just start a brand new one. It doesn't matter what platform you choose. It could be TikTok, whatever, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, doesn't matter. You just got to choose one. TikTok is really good if you want to grow your following fast, though. It's really good for that because the algorithms are really powerful. Okay. So I don't care who you are. You can start a brand new account and start posting content, and you will get followers, guys. You will get followers. If you follow our strategies, you will get followers, and you can get followers fast. One of your videos could go viral, and then boom, you got 10,000 followers just like that. I've seen it happen. Seen it happen, guys. You're one video away, guys. One video away from making bank. Because if you have one of your videos goes viral or something, that could be like you can make thousands of dollars off of one video. I've seen it happen. I've seen like one person in our community, she made like almost 6 figures off of one video, guys. That's the power of digital marketing. You gotta take advantage of it. See, we like right now we're living in a time where like it's just never been easier to make money, really. It just hasn't. Because we have the internet. Before we didn't have the internet. Back in the day before the internet, people had to like it was more difficult to build a business. Now it's so easy. Like you could start your business today. And then you have global reach, right? Before the internet, like you can only get customers like in certain areas, right? But now you have global reach. There's 8 billion people on social media. I mean, 8 billion people in the world. There's like 5 billion people on social media every day. So you literally have like you got millions of customers. You got millions of potential customers out there. Now all you got to do is post content and learn, like follow our strategies. Like we teach you how to, like the beginning of your content is like the most important thing. It's your hook, right? You got to stop the scroll because everybody's scrolling. You're scrolling, right? Have you noticed like when you're scrolling on social media, what stops the scroll for you? Something grabs your attention, guys. Something in the first 5 seconds of your video grabs your attention. That's why you stop the scroll. You wouldn't stop if you didn't like what you saw. You wouldn't stop. Okay. So the first 5 seconds of your video is the most important thing. It's the hook. And then after the hook, that's when you just basically offer value. You create curiosity about what you're doing. Okay. And then you have a CTA. That's the end of your video. This is where you tell people what to do, right? So the CTA, like I'll say, like, if you want to learn more about this blueprint, comment yes, or drop a 1 or comment ready. So every time someone says yes, I just go, hey, hope you're well. Please visit, my website for more information. That's it. I just say, please visit my website for more information. So then they go to my website and then they can buy one of my products. That's it, guys. That's the process. You understand the process? You post content, people ask you for information, or they find your website. Like if people really like your content, they'll find your website, guys. Like people understand, like most people understand that there's a link in the bio. Okay. People aren't stupid. Most people understand that there's a link in the bio. So they'll see your content. Either they'll ask you for information or they'll just find the link in your bio and they'll go there and they'll buy stuff. That's how digital marketing works, guys. It doesn't matter what you're promoting. It's the same thing for everybody, right? You post content, people find they go to your link and they buy stuff. Simple. That's it. Not complicated. So like you need to have a link in your bio, guys. You need to have like a digital storefront. You need to sell something. If you don't want to sell this, you got to sell something, right? Have a link in your bio. Don't just use social media to scroll because you're not going to make money doing that, guys. That's not an income earning activity. Use social media to make money. Okay. Like I personally know people that have made millions of dollars just by posting content on TikTok. Like I personally know them. I know them. I hang out with them. They made millions of dollars and they mentor you. Like we have a community from 57,000 people. Okay. And you get millionaire mentoring every single day. You get weekly millionaire mentoring. Today we're having a workshop, guys. Like we're teaching you how to, build communities and monetize your communities. And so we're having a workshop. So I'm going to be mentored from a millionaire for like 3 hours, which I'm cool with. I don't mind. It's a lot. Yesterday was 5 hours. I had a mentoring call with a 6-figure income earner. It was like a personal call I had. And then I had a mentoring call with a 7-figure earner. So I was sitting down for like 5 hours. It was a lot. I was kind of tired at the end of the day. I won't lie, but it's usually not like that, guys. No, it's not for, okay. His name is Ben. His name is Ben Dover. So that's a flag. That's a flag. His name is Ben Dover. Get it? So you know, you know what that is. That's a troll or whatever. So yeah. Like the Simpsons. You guys remember the Simpsons? When that guy would like, prank call the bar all the time, he would call like they would like that scene where they would call the bar Mo. And it was always like a stupid name. Hilarious. Hilarious. That's great, isn't it? Short from Benjamin. Okay. His last name, there he is. He's here, guys. The famous Ben Dover is here. Here he is, guys. I don't know, Benjamin. I don't know. I don't believe him. I don't trust him. I don't know. I don't trust him. My senses are saying he's a fake account. There's guys like that, guys. There's trolls and haters. They'll jump on your account. They'll be silly. So my instincts are telling me, no, this guy's silly. This guy's silly. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think his last name is Dover. I don't think it's a real name. I think he's messing with me. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe that's his real name and I'm like totally offended him. If I did, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ben Dover. But I don't think so. My spider senses are telling me it's a joke. It's a joke. But I could be wrong. I could have totally insulted that guy. So I feel if I did, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, my friend. I'm sorry. All right. My last name, or your last name is Dover? Eileen Kulinski Dover? Okay. Okay. That's kind of funny, guys. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds that happened? What are the odds that happened, guys? That's too, like, come on. What are the odds? Eileen Dover. See, like, what are the odds that just happened, guys? The universe is funny. So, guys, I think God and the universe has a sense of humor, honestly, because we have a sense of humor, right? And then whatever's in God, like whatever God has, like we're just parts of God. We're like but we're not God. We're like mini gods. But like whatever characteristics God has, we also have. So God has a sense of humor, guys. God's not some old man on the throne with the thunderbolts. He's not like throwing thunderbolts. He's not an old guy with a walker. Okay. He's just he's a guy. He's a human, whatever. Okay. So he has a sense of humor. The universe has a sense of humor, guys. Right. That's why we have a sense of humor. Okay. Because I studied all this. Like I've studied like spirituality and stuff. Like that's just my belief. I believe that like, even it says in the Bible, right? Man is like the image of God or something. Yeah. Right. Like God is just like us, guys. Like God is like a person. Okay. He can talk to you. Okay. He can talk to you. He has eyes, he has a mouth, he has a nose. The only difference is he's God. He looks better than us. Like he's all attractive. Right. God is like, we can't even imagine the beauty of God compared to us. Okay. But he's funnier than us because he's God. He can do whatever he wants. If he wants to create a universe, he can do it. It's like universe, okay. Universe, yep, 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 yep. That's God, guys. See, we can't do that. So how do you know? Like some people think they're God. They're like, I am God. Okay, can you create a universe? No. Yeah, you're not God. Some people actually believe they're God, guys. Like it's true. They're like, oh, we're all God. We're all God. Well, if you're God, why do you have to go to the dentist? Yeah. You're not God. Okay. You're not God. If you have to go to the dentist, guys, I'm sorry, but you're not God. I'm sorry to break it to you. Anyways, sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out, guys. Business in a box. Learn how to make $600, $900, and $1,400 over and over again. Okay. This is a done for you business in a box. You just got to set it up. Set it up in like 1 to 2 days. We show you how to set it up. Of course, we show you how to do everything. It's all step by step. It's like a recipe. You just got to follow the recipe. It doesn't matter if you have no experience. You don't need any experience. You don't need a following. You don't need tech skills. You don't need any of that. You just got to take action. Follow the steps. And if you have questions, you need help, ask questions. We will help you. We got 57,000 people in our community. You just got to ask questions. If you have questions, you can email me. Okay, I will help you. The people in the community, we will help you. We're helpers. That's what we do. We help you become rich if you want to be rich. Not everybody wants to be rich, right? Not everybody wants to be rich. Because if you're not willing to start a business, you don't want to be rich. Let's be real. Because how else are you going to get rich? Like that's how we get rich as humans. We have businesses in general. Like of course you can do stock market and stuff like that, but that's you got to learn a skill. That's something you got to learn. You got to learn how to do that. That's not like you can just join the stock market and you're rich. You got to learn how to do stocks. You got to learn how to, and you got to have money to play around with. Okay, you got to learn how to. You got to learn skills, guys. If you want to get rich, you got to learn skills. Simple as that. Whether you're doing online business or you're doing stock market or trading, it's still a skill you got to learn. And you still got to invest. You got to invest in the stock market. You got to invest in trading. You got to invest in business. You can't avoid investing if you want to get rich. If you want to be broke, then don't invest. Simple as that. Don't invest, guys. You're guaranteed to be broke. It's guaranteed. You have to invest. Everybody invests. The richest people in the world, they invest. That's just the part of growing wealth. You got to invest your time and money into things, right? If you want to be wealthy. If you don't want to be wealthy, don't do it. Just get a job. Just get a job, guys. You will die broke. Most people do. When I say broke, I just mean, you know, they just don't have a lot of money. Like broke could be like you just make, whatever. Like broke, nothing. Like a lot of people, they die with like less than $10,000 of assets. That's broke. A lot of people die like that. I mean, only 1% of people make over $500,000 a year, which is really what you need. Like if you want to really live the dream life, you need over 500,000 a year. Like to really live that dream life where you're just like traveling the world, staying in fancy places, buying fancy things. Yeah, you need like over 500,000 a year. Now, if you want to live comfortable, then you don't need that much, you know, but if you want to live the dream life, like I want to live the dream life, which means I need more than 500,000 a year because the government's going to come and take like 30% of that. So what are you left with after that, right? Do the math. What are you left with? Like 300,000 or something? And then all your expenses. So, yeah. It's just up to you which kind of life you want to live. Like what kind of life do you want to live? Do you know? If you could do anything, if you could have anything, if you could be anything, what would that be? I know exactly what I want to do. I know exactly what I want to do. I just want to travel the world, as long as I have energy, travel the world, go to as many beautiful places as I can. I want to go to as many concerts as I can. I love music. I'm a musician. I want to go to as many concerts as possible. I want to be like VIP ticket in front of the stage, right? I want to buy fancy things. Like I'm not into like clothes and like, simple with my clothes. I'm not into the bling bling. I don't got fancy necklaces. I got my monk necklace because it's my monk necklace. I don't have any rings. I don't have earrings. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I'm simple in my clothes, but I like to stay in like nice hotels. I like to stay in like nice hotels. I wouldn't mind a Porsche. I wouldn't mind a Porsche or Ferrari convertible. I wouldn't mind. I'll take it. I'm not obsessed with that, but I'll take it because I've driven in Porsches. Like it's fun. It's just more fun. It's more fun to drive in a Porsche than it is to drive in like a Toyota Camry. So it's different. I'll take it. And of course, I'll help other people. I'm just not just going to be rich and, just let everybody else suffer. Like I'm not into that. Like my goal is to help the best thing you can do is help other people become wealthy. Giving in charity, that's not going to really help anybody. You know, it's not going to really help anybody. It'll help them for like a second, but like the best thing you can do is teach people how to be wealthy, right? Teach a man to fish, like give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, right? Teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. So it's like giving in charity, okay. Like you give somebody a homeless person a piece of bread. Okay. You fed them for the day. That's good. It's great. But you teach a homeless person how to make money so they can buy as much bread as they want. That's better. See, that's what I want to do, guys. I want to teach people how to become wealthy. I don't want to just, give them bread for a day. I want to teach them how to create wealth for themselves. That's part of my vision. So even when I become wealthy and I'm super rich and I'm living the dream, I'm always going to help other people do the same exact thing. I'm always going to help other people, right? Because it's selfish not to. Like it's selfish to create wealth for yourself and then not help other people do the same thing. It's just selfish. So I'm not selfish, right? I wouldn't feel good about myself if I knew that like I was the only rich person in the world and everybody else is suffering, right? I wouldn't feel great about that. Now the thing is, a lot of rich people they give people jobs. So like some people are like, oh, these rich people they're so selfish, but they're giving people jobs, guys. Like Amazon employs a million people. Like like Elon Musk, you might not like him. You'd be like, oh, Elon Musk, he sucks, but he gives people jobs, guys. Do you give people jobs? How many jobs do you give to people? Right? These rich people they give people jobs. Trump, you like you let so many people hate Trump, right? He gives people jobs, right? I'm just saying, like all these rich people, like they employ people, right? So how many people are you employing? How many jobs are you giving to people, right? So hating the rich is not good, guys, because if you hate the rich, well, you can't become what you despise, right? If you hate the rich people, you can never become a rich person because you can't become what you despise, right? Because your subconscious mind it won't allow you. Your subconscious mind will be like, "Oh no, rich people are bad." You're still here, go watch your kids. Okay, I'll go watch my kids, George. Duh. I'll pray for you, George. Okay, George, I'll pray for you. That's all I gotta say. I'll pray for you. I don't have kids, George. Okay. You're all my children. Christina, you're my child because I don't have kids. I don't have kids. I'm free bird. Free bird. Okay. So all of you are my children, and I will teach you all to become rich. I'll teach you what your daddy never taught. And your daddy never taught you how to be rich. So who's your dad? No, no, just kidding. Yeah. Just joke. Okay, joke. God, me with kids? I don't know. I don't know if I could even handle it. I don't know. I don't think I'll have kids at this point, guys. I'm 44. I think it's over with that. Maybe I'll adopt some kids one day. Maybe I'll adopt. Once I get rich, maybe I'll adopt some kids, you know. That'll be maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know if I'll have kids at this point though. Like I don't have a super strong desire. Biggest blessing of my best friends. What? Biggest blessing? What do you mean? But they'd be crazy. Yeah, I'm sure there's ups and downs, but I bet it's hard though. Like it's better. I'm kind of a freedom lover, so like I don't like to be tied down, you know. I like to be able to fly. Waka, waka, waka. I like to fly, you know. Yeah, I mean your boys are cool. I'm sure I'll like your boys. We'll play sports. We'll mess around. I'll freaking like I'm like a kid myself. Like I'll mess with them. I'll take like a Nerf gun. I'll shoot them in the head with a Nerf gun. You know, I'll do stuff like that. Like that, I'm that kind of guy. I like to play around. I'm a kid at heart. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I know, I can see it. I get it. I get like how kids could be rewarding, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen for me. And I don't have a super strong desire for it. Like if I really did, I would have them. Maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe one day someone is gonna be like, Dad, you know, I don't know. But yeah, Christina, are you ready for the workshop? Christina, she's in our community, guys. Go here, sevenfiguremonk.com. Business in a box. You can hang out with me and Christina. Christina's made like 70K as a whole stay-at-home mom, multiple five figures as a stay-at-home mom, guys. She does this around her house. She does this around her family. She posts content. She goes live. She's made 70K, guys. Okay, I made a multiple five figures myself. So you can hang out with me and Christina. See, like you're gonna meet people in the community and you become friends with people too. Like me and Christina are friends. We're gonna hang out eventually. But we chat, we talk, we chat all the time. We text each other. Okay, you can meet other people in the community. Like I want to do business with people that I would hang out with, right? My ideal customer is somebody that I would hang out with actually. Somebody that I would like want to hang out with, go to a concert with, or go on a cruise with. You know, that's really my ideal customer. Like I want to help people become wealthy and I would like to like hang out with people, you know. That's like my ideal customer, guys. Who's your ideal customer? Like you should want to work with people that are like somebody you would like hang out with, right? That should be your ideal customer and somebody that you want to help. Like Christina helps moms. I help people that like I help everyday men and women like that are sick and tired of like working jobs, right? I help everyday men and women like build 6 and 7 figure online businesses without having to work a job. So those are the kind of people I help. Like because that was me. I was just sick of the job life. I wanted out. That's why I started this. Okay, I got to go, guys, because we're doing a live event. So go to sevenfiguremonk.com. Check it out. Sevenfiguremonk.com. There's a link in my bio. All right, Christine, I'll see you inside. Have a great day, everybody. God bless. God bless.